Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Friday, June 13th, 2025. The end of the week, guys. We're looking to finish it off strong. Again, not worried about the wins and losses, 100% focused on the process. And the two things we're going to mainly focus on today is one, being good losers, right? Every trader experiences losses. We're going to make sure we don't revenge trade, we don't go on tilt, we don't get angry, we don't take subpar setups, and we move on to the next one. Two, not trading during lunchtime. 8:30 to 10 is my lunchtime, and it makes no sense trying to trade with the big money if the big money's already gone eating lunch, doing something else. So those are two things we're going to focus on, and that's what we're going to make sure we accomplish for today. And we're going to take that, move on to the next trade, and continue to get better. So let's take a look at the charts, see what levels we might have, and any trades we might take. Okay, guys, here we are on the charts. NQ hourly on the right, ES hourly on the left. Here we'll call out the levels on NQ. We do have this fair value gap all the way above on both NQ and ES. The hourly here has created a pivot. If I zoom in on the 2-minute, you guys see here where this pivot was created, respected, came back down, created a new low. I have a ton of liquidity up here, so this might be a valid setup if price wants to give a rejection off of this. Other than that, we have a pivot down here, marked out on the chart, both on ES and NQ. You guys see it there. And then the low of the session is this 4-hour low that we have marked out on the chart all the way down here. In terms of 4-hour, there's nothing else really that I could see on the charts except for all the way up here and all the way down here, the swing lows and swings highs, yesterday's high, today's low, that we have on the chart. So we'll be patient today, guys. If price wants to come in, tap into these gaps, I'll be interested in a play off of that. If it wants to give a rejection right now off of this gap that is tapping, or off of this imbalance that is tapping into right now, I'll be interested in that. Any valid setups, we'll make sure we enter them full and hit them hard based on our rules and our plan. Other than that, we'll just be waiting, guys. We're okay with being patient. We're okay with taking 0 trades in a day, and we'll wait it all out until we could get something that's in our favor and that has the probabilities in our side. So we'll be back in a little bit, and I'll update you guys here shortly. All right, guys, here we are on the charts. About to jump in on this NQ short here. One contract. We are in on that. I actually missed the original short that was supposed to be somewhere around here when price closed below. I was away from my desk. Price came back, thankfully, and allowed us to re-enter in on this trade. The reasoning behind this is I called out earlier this gap here, the 60-minute imbalance that was left here behind. Price came in, tapped into it ever so slightly, but it did tap into it, broke above Asia high, and gave a strong rejection off of that. There was this 2-minute gap that was created at the market open, and then price came down, closed below, telling me that sellers are in the market. And again, guys, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I got to get in on the trade. I have to jump in on it, and I have to let the probabilities play out. This is a pretty large stop loss, 111-point stop loss, and a take profit's pretty far, 222. But again, it is a valid setup. It tapped into one of my levels, and now we're just in it. So I'll keep you guys updated. This might be a pretty long trade. We'll see, and I'll let you guys know periodically, right? I'll be back. Okay, guys, here we are, currently 8:17, about 40 minutes into this trade. Not going in my favor. Been going against me pretty strong here. Still staying in it. You guys know we don't do anything about it. I check in on the trade periodically, keeps my emotions in check, and we're just gonna wait it out. How many points away is it from my stop? It's about 40 points away from my stop loss, so we still have some give here, and I'll update you guys here in a little bit. Hopefully it decides to drop down. Okay, guys, so here we are back on the charts. Unfortunately, price did not sell off. It actually went up pretty strong and took me off for full -1R. It is what it is, guys. Emotions are in check. Not trying to get into anything crazy. Not trying to revenge trade. Not trying to tilt. I actually feel pretty fine. So emotions are in check. Feeling good. We'll wait for the next valid setup. Okay, guys. Here we are back on the charts. Currently 10 o'clock. Came back from lunch. Possible NQ setup here if we get this candle close below this gap. And it looks like we might. Reasoning behind this setup. This is a B setup, but once you consider the time that it's happening, it becomes a setup for me. We had this lower time frame liquidity sweep, and this liquidity swept right before 10 a.m., right before everyone gets back from their lunch break, and gave this nice decent sized gap. Once price comes close below that gap right there, you guys know that is my entry signal, that is my trigger. It is a B setup, but then turns A setup once the volume starts to kick back in, and we get all the people that went to lunch that comes back and brings the volume back in the market. So it's telling me that price potentially wants to sell off, and that's the reason why we're in it. So we're just going to wait around, guys. Again, you guys know we don't do anything in between. We just hang out, and we let the trade play out. So we'll be back in a little bit, and I'll update you guys here shortly. Okay, guys, so here we are back in the trade. Pretty good trade, solid trade. Got a little bit of drawdown here for a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Don't have it in between because I honestly don't look at the charts in between that much anymore. probably looked at this chart 2 times since entering the trade. I just let the notifications let me know that I've been stopped out or if my target has been hit, and I have the alert set on that. Decent call out here. Again, I've been noticing the 10 a.m. once volume comes back into the market, you notice that sell-off, that strong sell-off that I was planning on, that I was expecting. We got a nice move. Unfortunately, price did come back, and there was a ton of news in between here, but thankfully it came out, took us out for full plus 2R. Pretty late in the day, 11 o'clock, the 4-hour candle just closed. I'm not sure if I'll be looking to take any more trades. I do have my notifications and my alerts set, if just in case price wants to do something crazy or tap into one of these levels here. We have our alerts set. If another valid setup presents itself, we'll make sure to jump in on it. Other than that, we're kind of just playing the waiting game, and we'll be here, we'll wait around, and we'll see what happens. If nothing else, I'll update you guys here with the PNL shortly. Okay, guys, here we are back on the charts. It's currently 12:30. We're going to close down the charts right now, call it a day. So much stuff going on right now on the news and Middle East and everything and all that. Very unpredictable, random news, random events happen, and I don't want to be caught in all that. So we're calling it a day and locking up the charts. Here, I'll show you guys the accounts. Here, the Apex accounts, pretty decent day, plus 1R, nothing too crazy. Still finished off the week on a loss, minus 1.4R, I think we finished off. Not terrible. I'll show you guys the executions today. 2 trades, 1 winner, 1 loser. Finish off the day plus 260. Here you guys can see the executions on here. My funded futures all through here. Again, this one had a smaller loss, a little bit better because my funded futures is the best. Tradeify, 5 accounts, up plus 250. Take profit trader, same thing, plus 250. Weekly loss. Here I'll show you guys the journal. Not much in terms of green, but just so you guys see. I think I finished off the week. How many trades is that? 13 trades total, 4 break evens. That's usually towards the end of the day. 2 winners. One of them was that small win from yesterday. That isn't really qualify as a win. So if basically 2 and 6, it's okay. Nothing too crazy. I'll show you guys here the week. Here you guys can see all the P&L and all that. All the trades we took. All right there. So finishing off the week, decent note. Followed our rules, followed our plans. That's all we could ask for. Today, again, we came with the same mindset and the same challenge at hand. 1, be a good loser. Again, we took the first trade. It was a loss. We didn't get mad. We didn't go on tilt. We didn't revenge trade. We kept our composure, and we took the next valid setup. Number 2, do not trade during lunchtime. I did not trade during lunchtime, and as soon as lunchtime came back, the volatility and the volume came back. I jumped in on that trade, and that's the one that ended up working, and I got that full plus 2R that saved the day. So pretty solid week. We did end it on the negative note, minus 1.4R or whatever it was. The first 2 trades on Monday were not high quality setups, and we finished paying the price. So next week we're going to come back and make sure we avoid those unnecessary losses, and we try to build these accounts back up. Again, we're trading 20 funded accounts. A lot of them have pretty decent balances in them. A lot are close to $1,000 in profit from the beginning balance, if not more. So we're going to try to keep growing these accounts, hopefully get this payout sometime in June, if not July. It'll be good. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next week and on the next one. Peace.